Oh, Nicole, my heart is aflutter because we have what?
We have the Golf Mark VII GTI.
That's right, the GTI from Europe. One of the only, if not the only, Mark VII here in the States. And we get to present it coming up next on the Fast Lane car. But first,
yes,
we have to decide who drives it.
Me.
We'll flip a coin?
Okay.
Flip a coin. Heads or tails?
Heads.
It is...
Tails.
Waha.
I don't like you anymore.
All right, come on, let's go. We gotta review this thing.
So Roman, what's under the hood of this thing?
I am positive that there's a 2-liter turbocharged engine under the hood, but in terms of horsepower, we've got a bunch of different numbers. Why don't we just cut to the chase and go to the interview I talked with the guy who runs the program.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, it's got to be one of the few GTI Mark 7s here in America, right?
It's one of the only ones.
Yeah.
Absolutely, this is the first time.
And you are the man in charge of this car here in America.
I'm the product manager for Golf GTI and Beetle.
So tell me about it. What's new and what's special about it?
Oh, I mean, like you said, this is, for me, one of my favorite cars ever. I've owned plenty of GTIs. This is the 7th gen. And this launches that new platform that we have, the MQB platform. And then a lot of new technology. And the most powerful GTI ever.
So what's under the hood?
So we have a 2-liter turbo.
As always.
As always.
But it's tweaked.
Oh yeah. It's 210 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. But this specific car has the performance pack, so you get another 10 horse. You get larger brakes, and you have we call it the VAQ. It's our version of a limited slip differential.
Now, style-wise, the new Golf GTI is a lot like the old Golf GTIs in that it's red. No, I'm kidding. There's a new chassis. It's wider, it's longer, there's a lot more room. There is this cool red line which harkens back to some of the old GTIs. Of course, from the outside it's a lot more chiseled, it's a lot more modern, it's a lot more elegant. I love these red GTI calibers on the wheels. And of course, my favorite thing is, no, Nathan does that, and he's test driving the Corolla today, so we're not going to go there. And yes, it's practical. You can use this as an everyday car. How cool is that?
We've moved our Golf GTI production for the U.S. market to our plant in Puebla.
Mexico. In
Mexico, yes sir. So getting that up, getting that going, where we currently build the Jetta and the Beetle, takes a little bit longer.
Yeah, and let me translate that for our viewers.
Sure.
Building a car in Germany is expensive, and so to make this car, well, affordable here, you have to build it someplace where it's a little bit less expensive to make it, and thus it's going to be built in Mexico, allowing you to sell it at a competitive price. Because do you know how much this costs in Europe?
This specific car we're in is about 45 grand.
Wow.
Yeah, if you do the exchange, because of the exchange rate.
Yeah, that'd be hard to sell a GTI for 45.
Yeah, that'd be impossible.
Alright, I've got launch control enabled, so all I have to do is put in sport mode, turn out traction control.
And
Let's see. We hit the accelerator. There it is. It's on. Just let go. There it goes. That's a lot of wheel spin.
That was nice.
And there's 60. Oh, it was fast.
It was faster.
It was better than the Scirocco.
I was right.
Check it out, guys.
6.09.
6.09, and that's simply because there's 2 of us in here. Imagine how fast that would be.
That would be with just 1 person in the car.
Yeah! Oh, this is such a fun car. What other new changes do we have?
So besides the platform underneath, you have...
Is it bigger?
Oh yeah, it's wider, it's longer, more horsepower, and then being the 7th generation, they've changed the design. You have the red stripe in the grille that goes back to when we had the '83 GTI in the U.S., the Mark 1. So a lot of design cues that go back to the heritage of it. And then just all new infotainment system, all new driver's assistance packages that we're going to offer.
What size screen is that? It's big.
Yeah, this is a 7.5, and we have the driver's assistance modes and the driver profile selection.
It beat the Scirocco.
Oh my God, I am having so much fun, Nicole. It just, this is a cliche, but it's like it's on rails. And that turbo does sound a little bit more in your face, you know, you really...
It's more aggressive, you hear it.
Yeah, you don't hear it from the back, but you hear it from the front. Look at this. And he's right. I just talked to Andreas, and he said that they've got a much more intuitive, much more sports-orientated slip differential in this, and you can really feel it grip. Hope I'm not scaring you. I'm scaring myself.
No. I'm waiting to see when the cop that's going to get you is going to get you. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah. I was doing, well, into triple digits on the kilometer scale. And this thing has 280 kilometer top speed.
It goes higher than the other one.
It goes higher. No, the other one was 300.
Was it 300? Oh, was it 300? I thought it was lower.
Yeah. So here's the thing, guys. We only have like 10 minutes to do this.
We're like trying so hard to get as much as we can in that little 10-minute allotment.
And I have to be fair and say that this is probably the most fun car so far. All right, the Scirocco was a lot of fun, but I can't like buy into it because I know we can't get it.
Right.
Whereas this is attainable. I know in 2015 this will be here.
This could be yours.
This could be mine. So I am falling in love with it, and we're not supposed to do that as journalists.
No.
And you know,
it's hard not to. Some cars you love them.
You love them, but you know what? We didn't have really a fair towing cost. Actually, in all fairness, what was it, Nicole?
It was heads I won.
She did win, but we decided that I was going to do the drive just because I had talked to the engineer, so I knew how to use launch control, and Nicole didn't, and we only, I know, we only have like 5 minutes, so let's be honest about that. So I think, to be completely fair, you need to drive it.
Nice! Yes. Yay, I win!
Yeah, so we've got maybe 3 minutes left. You take it back.
It's my turn.
And it's your turn. Go for it. All right. I'm curious to see what you think of it, Nicole.
Okay.
Make yourself comfy.
I am comfy.
Yeah. There's a car behind us.
Car.
Be curious to see. You know, you can turn. Oh, she floors it right away. Oh, you hear that? That backfire? It's really not a backfire.
That's nice.
It's the pop-off valve on the turbo. I love that sound.
That is fantastic. Man, this car moves. See, and then you get the slow guy in front of you, but you know, even having to slow down a little bit so I don't run into another car, this handles so beautifully as you take these corners. Oh, this is a nicer drive.
And you know what's really fun about it is it doesn't beat you up, right? A lot of sports cars will beat you up. This is the kind of car that you can take your family in with the kiddos in the back because there's plenty of room, with the stuff for the kiddos in the backpack, and yet you can drive it to the beach, you can drive it to work and not feel like you're...
It's fun to have a car that's sporty that you don't feel like you have to be so focused and concentrated or you're going to like run right off the road and hit a rail. And this car, you're in control of this as you're driving it. Oh my God, the way that engine sounds.
Does it have launch control?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to try it.
How do you engage it?
Put it in sport mode.
Yeah.
Everything's up to temperature. Put it in sport mode.
Yeah.
Turn the ESC off.
Yeah.
Left foot on the brake.
Right foot on the accelerator.
Right foot on the accelerator. Floor it, and then it'll rev to 3,000. And whenever you're ready, let go of the brake.
And
it just goes.
What's the numbers? Do you have any numbers yet?
0 to 62 in Europe right now is 5.9. With the DSG.
Now, I was just in the Scirocco, which I love, by the way, and that one is 5.8. It's just because it's a little bit lighter?
Yeah, a little bit lighter.
And the other great thing about it is there's not a lot of torque steer. Are you feeling any?
No, really, no, not at all. And I'm driving a little bit aggressively on some of these corners here when people get out of my way. And no, you really don't feel it. It actually, you're still...
There goes the pop-off. It's so cool.
It's great. Oh, I don't want to give this one back. Let's just forget the 10-minute rule and let's just go. Let's just go down the road.
To be fair, we forgot the 10-minute rules like 20 minutes ago, so...
What the heck? Go for it.
But you know what? I didn't get an interior shot, so let me take the camera off. And here's the interior. Volkswagen is very proud of it. They have a 7-inch screen, which is huge. Check that out. And of course, you've got that flat bottom GTI steering wheel with all the multi-controls right on the... Do you feel any torque steer there?
No. No? Actually, you don't. You really don't. And that you don't feel the torque steer. It really... This is a well-designed car. I mean, if you like to drive, you're going to like driving this. Oh, it just sounds so good. I want to steal this one. This could be my life of crime right here.
Yes, Volkswagen, if you're watching this.
And a car is missing. I have nothing to do with it.
And Nicole's a little late for a flight back to the East Coast.
Yeah, you know
Don't worry. It's all good.
I'll bring you back eventually.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure if one GTI 2015 model of all falls off the back of the truck, they won't notice. Oh, Nicole, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
And I do like the interior. I think they've done a great job in making it more modern. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff going on in here, which we don't have time to go into. But
there's a ton of gadgets. Even the steering wheel looks like a game controller. There's so many buttons on this steering wheel.
But we'll be sure to do a full review of this once we actually get our hands on it sometime next year.
For more than 10 minutes.
As always, this is
Nicole
and Roman saying thanks for watching. And remember, subscribe for a new car video every day. Nathan, dude, I'm sorry. I hope the Corolla is living up to all your expectations.
This is really fun.
Because we're having a really good time here in Napa Valley. Ciao. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a fan of Volkswagen and the Golf, you're going to love this car because this is a brand new, what, Nicole?
The Mark VII Golf TDI.
You do a great Vanna impression.
Thank you.
Where's Nathan?
Nathan is driving other cars this week.
Yeah, he's riding the Corolla, so it's Nicole, our technology editor, with me here for the Volkswagen full line, and we're going to do a quick take on the brand new
Golf Mark VII TDI.
Coming up next on the Fast Lane Car.